What's up guys, how's it going? My name is Lost and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts Unicorns video. So, in this video guys, I'm going to be showing you the setup that I had used to finally defeat Sephiroth in the Hades Cup that's going on right now for Global's 3rd anniversary celebration in both JP and in Global. Now, one thing that I do want to note to you guys is that I know not everybody's going to have the same medals. I know that not everybody's going to have the same traits that are in the medals that I use in this Keyblade setup, or even the same Keyblade with the sub slots or the Keyblade level. But this is just to kind of give you guys an idea as to what kind of setup you can actually make, what medals you can probably use that I don't have that you could be using. Because one big thing that a lot of people during my live stream when I was doing the Sephiroth battle on my main JP account was that a lot of players were able to complete it using some of the newer medals that have been released as of late. And if you saw in my Keyblade setup, you're going to notice that the only two Super Burst medals that I have that are not as of recent are Super Burst Sephiroth and Super Burst KHUx. Now, both of those medals are in the Plus versions now. They are not just regular Super Burst medals, because of course it gives that extra boost in strength and power when going up against Sephiroth. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys my setup specifically so that you can know exactly what it is that I used. Alright, so in the setup that I used to defeat Sephiroth, I used KHUx. Now, KHUx, a lot of players, a lot of newer players might not have it. But if you do manage to have it, or if you have Xion EX, that would work too. You can use it in your Keyblade setup. Now, the reason why I am using the KHUx and not the Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi is because Kairi EX has the override ability. And if you don't know what the override ability is, pretty much the override, whatever buffs or debuffs the enemy has, Kairi is going to override it with whatever buffs and debuffs she does herself. So, take example, if Sephiroth has plus 15 general defense, Kairi will override that, and Sephiroth will now have -7 or whatever the minus general defense that Kairi debuffs on the enemy. That's going to be what it is. So that's the good thing about override, is that whenever enemies start off with strong buffs, it's always good to have a medal that you know has the override ability first before you do any other stronger buffers to start buffing yourself. So that's why we have Kairi EX in the first slot. Now the skill that it has on it is Second Chance, of course, because I do get taken down twice in the gameplay that's in the background behind this image. Now, second slot is going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi. Pretty obvious. We want to get the buffs. We want to get the debuffs. We want to get everything maxed out as much as possible. Now, if you do have extra attack, you are golden, because that way you will be able to do the max amount of damage before you start getting into your damaging medals. Now, the next one that I started using, and from here on out, it's pretty much damage attacking type medals. I use my Super Burst Plus KHUx, which does have 2 plus 1000s strength, ground, air, and extra attack. Sephiroth, which is also a Super Burst Plus after being upgraded with the dual Meows, it has the exact same traits as Super Burst KHUx. I do also have my Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku that's in the 5th slot. That's pretty much just there because I don't really have any other strong upright speed medals. So Riku, with having extra attack and ground, is there to pretty much add that little extra little bit of damage. Now, for the pet slot, you can either use any of the following. You can use a copy medal to copy your friend's shared medal, or you can even use any of your medals that you have that you feel confident enough where you can deal some very, very strong damage. Now, for me, myself right here, I do have that 2 nominee who does have extra attack and 2 plus 1000s, copying my friend's shared medal, which in my recommendation, I feel like since Sephiroth does not have counters, it would be best to use the best upright magic medal out there, which is Super Burst KHUx. Now, the friend shared medal that I'm using in this one did have, it was upgraded to the Super Burst Plus version, so it definitely has that insane amount of strength. But of course, traits, which it had ground, air, plus I think it was like 2 plus 1000s and an extra attack, really helped me out when it comes to fighting up against Sephiroth. Now, With Sephiroth though, Sephiroth is really not only depending on your Keyblade setup, but Sephiroth is a lot of RNG, and there are going to be some times where Sephiroth is going to do one attack, or he's going to do another attack. One of the attacks being the dark balls, the dark shadowy balls that he attacks you with. Though that right there is his weakest attack, and if you have defense moves on, say like your Kairi or your Xion, any of the other ones, you'll be able to actually tank those hits. But the other attack, which is a one-shot attack, you cannot, even if you debuff him with the max, you lower his general strength or anything like that, it cannot be tanked. And so that's why you have to play a little bit of RNG here, because there are some moments where after you finish your turn, he will either attack you with that one-shot attack, or he's going to hit you with those dark balls. And if he does hit you with those dark balls, then you are golden, because you have yourself another turn to be able to try to defeat them. So that is my tips for you guys. As you see right there, I just completed the actual fight from the live stream that I had earlier today. I did manage to beat him after so many tries. Hopefully these tips were helpful to you guys, and of course, if you did beat Sephiroth, make sure to comment down in the comment section below, guys, to try to help out other players, so maybe they can get an idea if they grab any type of, like, maybe if they have the same setups or the same medals that you have, that it could potentially help them out. So hopefully this information was useful for you guys. I know this is not a guaranteed setup to beat him, but this is one of the few setups that are out there right now that everybody is sharing around that can help you out in defeating Sephiroth. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for some future Kingdom Hearts Union Cross content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.